everybody. I hope you're doing fantastically well. It is Connor here, and we are back with the real. Hope you've got your coffee, your tea, your wine, whenever you are on this beautiful place we call planet Earth. Now, let's get into it, shall we? Apologies for the squeaky chair, guys. I need some I was going to say WKD on it then. WD-40 on it. Or WKD. Who knows? It might do the job. But yeah, sorry, it's a squeaky chair. You're going to have to get over it. I'll be as still as possible. I'll just do these head movements like that. Oh, creak then, didn't it? Anyway, guys, we've got some news for you today, so stick around till the end. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? As I said, there's 46% of you who watch my videos who aren't subscribed. Why? Please do that. It's a flick of the switch, guys. All you have to do is press the big red button. Thank you so much. And, of course, like the video. Anyway, today, guys, I wanted to get your opinion on a few things, to be quite honest with you. We've got some news on Patrick Bamford, Pablo Hernandez I wanted to talk about just in terms of my opinion. We've got transfer news, but let's start straight away with Patrick of Bamfordshire. Now, there was a massive controversy at the weekend, wasn't there, in terms of Leeds United and Bamford when he didn't go down for the penalty. We've seen it earlier on this season with Phil Foden when he didn't go down in the City game, didn't get given a penalty. And what are your thoughts on it? Should Patrick Bamford go down in that situation? Because for me, you have to do, don't you? What if that's 0-0? What if it's an important game and Patrick stays on his feet and Leeds draw the game, or it's a massive game? Let's say maybe next year if we're going to get into Europe or something like that, Bamford stays on his feet and we don't get the penalty. Don't get me wrong, things need to change behind the scenes. We all know that, but nothing ever changes, does it? So then you have to look at the ethical and moral standpoint of Patrick Bamford. What's he going to do? What's he going to do next time? Because against Aston Villa, you know, a couple of years ago, they had him down for diving, you know, when he went through that incident with El Ghazi, which was a little bit fabricated, we do have to say. Went through the incident, he's had that diving tag since, so what did he try to do? He thought, no, I'm not going to do that, I'm an honest player, stayed on his feet, and look what happened. He doesn't get the penalty. So what do you think? Keith Hackett, the ex-Premier League referee, has said that it's an absolute disgrace that Patrick Bamford didn't get a penalty. And he said that anyone who knows an ounce about football knows that Bamford, as I've just said, should have been awarded a penalty in that game. So I'm just really interested to hear what you guys have to say about that one. Kevin Campbell, ex-Arsenal and Everton star, has predicted Sunday's visit of West Brom is going to be the last game of football for Pablo Hernandez at Leeds United. Now, there's been a lot of conflicting reports to that. There's been reports saying that Leeds United would keep Pablo for another season, but it's up to the midfielder. Listen, he's not had game time, has he? He's not had game time. He was an unused substitute against Southampton, which you're starting Kiko Casilla. Where's Pablo Hernandez? Come on, really? You know, I'd never question the great man, but just on that standpoint, how can you not start Pablo Hernandez? You know, you're resting Matthias Klick, you're putting a striker into central midfield, you had to start Pablo Hernandez. You know, I thought that was a sort of game where he could have really got to grips with it, you know. I thought there was a lot of space when Leeds were on the ball. And listen, Rodrigo got an assist, of course. I thought Rodrigo was good going forward in particular. But Pablo, I thought that was the game for him. There's no point about talking about if, buts and maybes. But West Bromwich Albion, he simply has to start for the fans. He has to start for, you know, he's got an incredible legacy at Leeds United. And that needs to be really consolidated with a start and hopefully a goal or an assist that the fans can really give him an incredible send-off, and he can give us an incredible send-off because it's been a partnership made in heaven. And I'm going to be gutted to see him leave. I really am. But what are your thoughts on it, guys? Get it in the comment section below. Cody Drama has got into the under-23 side, Leeds United's under-23 player of the season for the 2021 campaign, which is absolutely fantastic. That's their league side, by the way, not just Leeds United's under-23 side, because obviously he's been there. We've had a lot of comments that have come in. Wonderful young player, absolutely fully deserves. Well done, young man. Fabulous. So yeah, since signing from Fulham for about 400 grand in August, he's been absolutely fantastic. The under-23s, obviously, we've been doing reports, and he's been one of the standouts, powerful, athletic, a real physical prowess about him, can get up and down the line. And I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Luke Ayling, I think Drama would have been very, very close, if not in the starting lineup. I think he's been that good because we want to facilitate Stuart Dallas in that central midfield role. I think Marcelo Bielsa would have done that, and I think we'd have seen more of Cody Drama. He's getting very, very close, and he's going to push Luke Ayling all the way. Listen, he really is that good. He's got everything to be a top physical specimen in the Premier League. He reminds me of a bit of a young Mika Richards. That's what he reminds me of, seriously. Now, We've got a world-renowned pundit here who's come out and said some quite incredible things here. Blank believes that Leeds United would be making a mistake if they signed a new striker in the summer. Leeds have bolstered their squad with key signings, several signings in the summer, centre-back Diego Llorente amongst a host of others, and Rodrigo has hit form. I don't think they need a striker if they've got Rodrigo hitting form, the pundit told Football Insider. Rodrigo and Bamford may be enough, but then again, I look at a lot of teams and think that they have 2 strikers and one more wouldn't hurt. Everybody, Gabi Agbonlahor. He gets paid to say that. Yeah, so cheers, Gabby. Anyway, we'll move on. Anyway, guys, there is more rumours surrounding Leeds United. So we have a player called Ayani Birchall. An awesome name. It might be Ajani. It looks like it is spelled Ayani Birchall. Will leave AFC Bournemouth this summer as interest builds for his services. The player has confirmed on Instagram. The 16-year-old winger is set for an incredibly bright career in the game and was offered a scholarship deal with the Cherries. However, he's taken the decision to turn down the offer in order to pursue a move somewhere else. We are looking at a lot of youngsters wanting to come to Leeds. Of course we are. I mean, why would they not? We've got so many good things, and with Birchall being a winger as well, he's got players like Crescencio Somerville who's knocking on the first team door, and that blueprint is something that he can strive for. Obviously someone like Max Dean coming in, 16 years of age when he came into Leeds United as well, another player who's got a really bright future, and we'll get into I think the squad very, very soon. And that's the thing with youngsters coming to Leeds United. Look at the amount of youngsters that have been on the bench for Leeds this season. Jack Jenkins, Gelhard, Greenwood, Cody Drama. So that's going to be enticing for him. To be fair to Villa, Villa also do that. Villa also have, a good pathway into the first teams. That'll be really interesting to see. Now, guys, with Emi Buendia, Leeds are definitely interested in Buendia. I think we've been interested in him for years. We could have got him, but Norwich pipped, apparently, Leeds to him a couple of years ago from our feeder club. I can't remember who that club were. Get it in the comment section below. They were a feeder club in Spain, I think it was, or Italy. And we could have got him from there for 1.3 million. We didn't, and Norwich got him. And how annoying is that? But according to Goal, Leeds' interest is essentially solidified and growing alongside West Ham United, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa and Arsenal. Buendia has scored 15 goals and weighed in with 17 assists in 39 appearances to help Norwich secure immediate promotion to the Premier League. He created more big chances, more through balls and more passes in the final third than anyone in the Championship. He's proven himself in the second division. And guys, you look at him in the Premier League as well. He was boasting out some right numbers, some unbelievable numbers in terms of final third passes, chance creation. Obviously, Norwich weren't scoring that many goals. I think it was the season before last, wasn't it? They weren't scoring that many goals, but how good Emi Buendia was in that central midfield. He could play on the left, the right as well. He's played as a false nine before. He's a wonderful player. You guys know what my thoughts are. Matthias Cunha. Now, this is the one, guys. This is the one. Please, if you've not checked him out, go check him out. Terrifyingly good player. And this one I think's got legs. Leeds United are intensifying contact with Hertha Berlin star Matthias Cunha ahead of his move in the summer. That's according to Kicker. Now, that's a German publication, a very good German publication, who say that Cunha's future at Bundesliga club is by no means guaranteed, despite signing a new deal this season. Leeds have been named as suitors for Cunha in recent weeks, with it claimed that they had been following him, and Marcelo Bielsa had contacted him in January. There you go. Reports today in Germany indicate that they are facing a battle to get a deal done, as Hertha had secretly improved Cunha's contract this season and in the process made the Brazilian much harder to sign. So essentially Hertha Berlin know that he's going, but they want to get a better price for him. 100%. Clubs do that all the time. So just because he signed a new contract, I saw it circulating on social media yesterday, it means jack. Doesn't mean anything. You get offered a new contract, you can get bought out that contract very, very easily. But yeah, Kicker pick up the thread in their coverage today and state that Leeds are intensifying contact with Cunha about a potential move. And Leeds, and as I've said, Marcelo Bielsa had already made contact with Cunha in the January transfer window and are intensifying their courtship. They paid 18 million for him last year. If the club were to offer twice that amount, therefore around 36 million, the player would be labelled, who is labelled a genius, would probably leave the Bundesliga side. So there you go, guys. Cunha for 36 million. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the news on the mill this morning. What you're excited about, what you're not excited about. Bamford, Hernandez, what are your thoughts? Get it in the comment section below, guys. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in a bit.